this work, but the wall won't move.
Actually, you're not doing any work. That's a common misconception, that people think that lifting something or pushing or pulling anything is work, but work is only lifting or pushing, pulling something to where it moves. You silly goose.
Not a goose.
However, you are exerting energy, and there are two types of energy. There's potential and kinetic. Potential is energy that's stored for later use. Kinetic's energy in motion. Let's look at this basketball activity to help us better understand. To better understand energy, let's do an activity. All you need is a basketball and a hardwood surface floor. Notice when I hold this basketball out beside me, it's not moving. However, it does have gravitational potential energy. That means that it does still have energy, it's just not being used at the moment. The only thing that's stopping it from falling, or gravity pulling it down, is my hand here, which is pushing up. So when I drop it, the potential energy is going to be transferred to kinetic energy, energy of motion. Watch. And when I catch it again, it's back to potential energy. Gravity can still pull it down, and it still has energy, it's just not moving. So let's do it again. Kinetic, potential, kinetic, potential, kinetic, potential. So easy.
I wish I could just fly this chair through the air so there wouldn't be any friction.
No, silly. Even if you did fly it through the air, there'd still be friction. Friction occurs between all types of matter, even air.
Oh.
I'm so glad this machine, an inclined plane, is decreasing the work I need to push this box up the hill.
Wrong. The inclined plane doesn't decrease the work, it just splits it up over time, decreasing the force.
It's only in living objects, right? Wrong. Common misconception. Energy is in everything, living or non-living. There's energy in motion, which is kinetic energy, and there's potential energy, which would be like something non-living, like hanging above the ground.
Energy is only associated with movement.
Wrong! Things that aren't moving also have energy, it's just potential energy.
Common misconception right there. Who was responsible for creating the three most famous laws of motion?
Isaac Newton.
What is Newton's first law of motion?
I'm pretty sure it's gravity or pulling, I don't know.
Newton's first law of motion states that an object in rest will stay at rest and an object in motion will stay in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. Bam!
Inertia.
Newton's second law of motion is, basically it's the equation force equals mass times acceleration, which basically states that an object with a bigger mass needs more force to move, and an object with a smaller mass needs less force to move. Kind of makes sense.
Newton's third law states that for every action there is an equal velocity. Because I pushed him, he fell. It may not seem like it, but Riley actually gave me an equal push back to the push I gave him.
Energy! What is it? It's the ability to do work or cause change. Let's talk more about potential energy. Potential energy is energy that's stored. The higher up an object is, the more potential energy it has because gravity is pulling on it more. And it can go a longer distance down.
Look at that kinetic energy. Geotropism, what is it?
Geotropism is the growth of an object with gravity acting on it, because it may grow differently.
is work. Work is the amount of energy transferred through a force to an outside distance.
I'm going to explain speed, acceleration, and velocity to you right now. Speed is the amount of distance an object covers in 1 unit of time. Miles per hour, kilometers per second, etc., etc. Velocity is basically speed in a direction. So this is velocity. I'm traveling toward that tree. North. And then acceleration is the rate at which velocity changes. It can be speeding up, slowing down, stopping, turning, anything like that.
What is the unit of measurement for force?
It's the Newton, and also a force is a push or a pull. Alright, so simple machines basically just like reduce the amount of force to move it, but you still put in the same amount of work, the force is just reduced. Simple machine pretty much can be an inclined plane, anything of that sort. Ramps, levers, a wrench would be one. You may not think it would, but it is.